Hi, my name is Joseph Weeks. Welcome to Say by Boss. And today I'm going to be talking to you about a method which I have found to actually make my short videos and some of my long videos a bit more engaging. I always think that there are three ways that the other ways, but these are some ways in which you can make your videos better and you can get better outreach. One is to create videos that have very good content, and so when you have very good content, even if the video is not that great in terms of engaging, you still get to actually get across to people and give the message that you want to give. The other way is to actually target the areas or the people or the audience who you want that message to get to, and that is done in a number of ways. I have target market, and I'll make some more in future. And one of the other ways which works is to have videos that are engaging. And why are engaging videos particularly good is because they lot attention spans, and they are more than likely to stay with you if the video is engaging, especially if you summarize and you are able to punctuate or give the facts in a way that are very easy to listen to and get straight to the point. And so editing your videos to look that way is always a good idea, and I have been looking for ways to do this quickly because time constraints mean that you can't always get your video, so resize them, get them to the right format you want. And so I looked at this software. It's a software called ZYNC, and it's very much what I require. And I said to myself, well, let me test this, let me run through this, and I've been pleasantly surprised. And I think it's one that you might look at. It's a software title that is on AppSumo, and there's a lifetime deal for it right now, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is ZYNC. This is the page where ZYNC is, and this is AppSumo, a platform I've talked about. It gives a lot of lifetime deals to particular software titles. I have videos on there. You can check my channels about how to look for deals and all of that. I'll leave a link below. Now it's only 2 days left for the deal to end, and what I'll say to you is, I know I'm bringing this to you late, but have a look at it and decide whether it's something that is good for you. You have 3 tiers, and these 3 tiers, I'll go down to show you the pricing first of all. And these 3 tiers consist of tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and $39 for the first tier, $99 for the second tier, and $239 for the third tier. And there are differences in each tier, but mostly it has to do with the amount of content you can produce. As you can see, 8 video clips, 20 video clips, and unlimited video clips. Now, with tier 2 and tier 3, you also had the added benefits of you remove the watermarks and integrate with YouTube. And in terms of tier 3, you have custom domain integration. There also is, it doesn't say on here, but you can have various templates. There are templates actually being added all the time, and you can have access to more than one template with some of the higher tiers, tier 2 and tier 3. And also, I received a message recently, 1 or 2 days ago, that an app was coming out. This is mostly on desktop. You can now have, or there will be an app which we produced. I think this has been on the roadmap, which means that you can also use this on probably on your mobile device, which will be extremely handy. So I'll say it's one of these products that the founder is quite interested in and continues to develop. So you shouldn't really worry about if this software is going anywhere soon. It doesn't have that many reviews, but it has foil and it has tacos. I wouldn't really look at that too much. I think in itself it's quite a good software. And what features when you make a video, you can distribute it across different platforms. If you can see, it might be difficult to see, but let me just go on here. It has the ability to distribute on YouTube, the main YouTube video, and then the shorts. It has the ability to put you can link it to LinkedIn. You can have Twitter, for Twitter, a format for Twitter, one for Instagram Reels, one for TikTok, and you can download the videos in this format. So, and this is the guy himself, I think, who is the actual founder. So that said and done, let's have a look at what it actually does. So let's go to this is actually before then I will show you where is the pricing. I want to show you the pricing for what the like. I've got this wrong, but anyway, it has two sets of pricing when the lifetime deal expires. One set will be at 0 for videos and $49 a month for unlimited. So that's what's going to be when the lifetime deal expires. I'll encourage you to, if something that you're interested in, to go in and have a look. So when you log, this is what you're visited with. This is what the dashboard looks like for the users, and you have 4 ways of creating videos. The first one, as you can see, is turn ideas into video. So if you have an idea, you just put that in and it will create a script for you, and you can go on and create the video you want. In the second instance, you have existing content or an existing content to video. So you can take a blog post, or you can take a newsletter, and you can put that in there, and it will create a video out of it, which is fantastic because it will summarize it and it will create the video for you. And then the third way is to answer audience questions. So if you have a following, or you go onto websites where you see a question that audiences are asking, which I'll always say relates to things that people are interested in, and this is a fantastic way to do it. So you can go and you can get the question and you can put that in, and it will create a video on the answer to this question, which is really brilliant. And then the fourth way, which I tend to use mostly, is I start with a script, and you can create your own script on ChatGPT if you want to, which is free, or you can use the AI from the actual software itself, that's ZYNC software, to create your own video. Or you can just go in there and type in what you think you should be saying. I tend to ad-lib a lot. I go in and I start talking, and so sometimes I have space fillers and ums and ahs like I had in a few minutes ago, but that's where I work because it flows better for me. Now you can see I've been testing the software, and I have a number of titles on here, and some of them really is just to test what the software can do. I've had a number of challenges in terms of finding out how to use the software myself, and what I've done is I've gone through iterations on the best way to use this. So let's go in and see what you can do with the software. So what I tend to do is I'll go in and I'll start with this, and I'll create a topic. As you can see, I created all kinds of topics, and one area I might be looking at is how can you make healthy meals. Right, just an idea for how to make healthy meals. And I say that the software itself, typically it can create videos from up to 5 minutes and no more. So you can create short videos, as you can see, with different formats, or you can create videos for TikTok, or you can create videos for Instagram Reels, or you can create a video less than 5 minutes, and you can actually launch your YouTube channel, or on your website, or on other platforms as you require. So what you do next is you press the next, and you can actually input the script. I told you could put in there. The reason why I like this is because of the level of flexibility it offers you. I typically don't tend to put in anything. Sometimes I just go to the next and let the software do its thing. So it will go in and it will create a script for me. You can see that our green tomato is good for you. So that is one I created before, and I could go in, and instead of waiting for this to launch, I could launch this session. So in launching this session, you come to this page, and what you do is, if you want to test what it will look like, you go into the rehearsal, and the rehearsal, let me just run the rehearsal and you see what I'm talking about. You launch rehearsal, and here you can go in and you can optimize. It gives you information on what you're doing, and you can launch the rehearsal, and you can decide how you're going to work with the actual video. So here you see a number of features where you can actually work with the videos. You can set things up to suit your actual framework, and you join and you go in there. It sets everything up for you, tells you and shows you how it's going to look. So here you can adjust yourself. You know, you can decide to move sideways. It's because to optimize it, and on and on. So this is just a test essentially. This doesn't. So you I after a while of using this, you can like you get better attuned, and I rarely come into this to actually because I know exactly what I'm doing. But initially, it would be a good idea to come in and run these rehearsals so you know what you're doing. Now, when all said and done, you can just exit the session and end session. Okay, so that's for the test. For the actual structure, or for the actual video you're going to make, what you do is you go into Join Studio and it loads it up, and you can see it brings you to a very similar page where it does exactly the same thing, and you can join. You determine what actual microphone and what webcam you're using. If you have more than one on here, and you use the default speakers, all of that, so you can do all of that on here, and then you press join, and then you go into the actual studio, and you can see I'm already centered because I did this before. And then I go into, so you see this topic identified. So a green tomato is good for you. Review video script. So it's already created a video script for me because, like I said to you before, I kind of do that sometimes. So I go to the next page, and you can see my name down here because when I did the branding, you can do branding for the videos you're going to create, and I'll show you where you can do that in a minute. So here you have it. You have a green tomato is good for you. This is the script it creates these unripe relatives of the red tomato pack a nutritional punch. So you have to go through the script, and you see that there these areas with asterisks that are astericized, that's with the stars in, maybe could be areas where you can put the emphasis, and when the AI is actually putting together an edit, it will determine that it should highlight this, or it should actually give you a boost, or it will come closer, and for lack of a better word, it will zoom in. So rich in chlorophyll, green, and on and on and on. So that's it. And then you go to the next, and there you are. So what you want to do is you want to ensure that you are optimized in the ring. You can see the rings here, and perfect your lighting. It tells you frame yourself clearly, adjust your lighting for a clearer, high quality video, and you're good to go. Once you've done that, so I might move my seat slightly higher. To adjust myself in so that I'm more in so you can see my face is more within the structure of the actual frame that the camera is carrying. I won't worry too much about this because it's a bit more difficult. I will work with this one because it's more longitudinal. And then it says captions go here, but you see what happens next as we go into the next phase, and you can record. So what happens in this instance is, if you want to ad lib, or you want to go on and create and talk about your script yourself, like I am doing in this video, you can just press record. However, if you want to read from the prompt, you can see a green tomato is good for you. You bet they are. So you can do this, and as you click and record, it will go to the next page. So let me show you a snippet of how this works. So here we are. So I'll press record and I'll start talking. Are green tomatoes good for you? You bet they are. And I'll stop here and brings up the next line of the script. And then what happens, as you can see, I don't know if you saw up here, you see it'll upload the actual video that you've just made, and obviously it knits them together when it's all done. And then I'll go and say These unripe relatives of the red tomato pack pack a nutritional punch. I got that wrong, but if you get my drift, I should have done that differently. And then it goes on to the next slide. So what you could do is if you're going to use the script, you do well to go through it, and then you try to remember the areas in which you want to put an emphasis or you don't want to put an emphasis, or you can just read it through the way you want to. And you can see this bar here, it's moving along. So each one will represent a line in the script. And so you see the total recording time, and it will tell you how long your video is going to be. So this is highly useful. I'm not going to finish this because obviously you get the drift of what I'm saying to you. And then once you're done, you see you can just go in here and you can end the session, and you end session just like you did with the rehearsal, and it says session completed. Now what happens next is that when the session is completed, it will use the video to create the different types of formats that you require. It's taking a while to do that, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on here. So this is what it looks like. So content kit, when that is done, this is the content kit. So testing my laptop, I'll just look at one of these, and one of them I did before. You see what it looks like. So you can see that this was a long video I made, and when the actual video is ready, you see these options. You see for your website, highlight feed and highlight clips. This is in a format that you can upload onto YouTube. The short format was not here because this was a particularly long video. I believe that YouTube shorts can now go up to 3 minutes, but you can actually use the TikTok version. This is the video clips for a TikTok version. So if I click on, for example, this is what it looks like, and it has a thumbnail already created. Now this thumbnail, I've kept the default color for the branding. My YouTube channel specifically doesn't have any branding color, but you can go and you can change all of that, which I'll show you in a minute. So testing the laptop webcam, so you see the actual information on here. Now I'm going to click on this so you can see what the actual video looks like, or I'm going to go just to show you. You can download this, but I'm not going to play it because it gets a bit so you can see you have the script all here, you have the actual description. All of this will be sent to a real platform, and I'll show you what that platform looks like. And that real platform is one that you can take the reels that you have created or the videos you have created, and you can embed them on your website, or you can use the site itself for on Google for search engines, because the script that it writes are optimized so that when people are searching for things that you're talking about, they can come to your page. That page is actually created for you by ZYNC, and if you have tier 3, as you saw, you can have a custom domain itself where you have a topic that you're talking about, and that will be SEO optimized so people can come and watch your videos as well, or you can drive traffic to that video yourself, as well as put this on the social media platforms. So if I click on this, 1 second, I'm not going to let it go wild because it gets a bit loud. Let me just do this so I can play that.
I'm going to be testing
so I'm just reducing that so you can see what this looks like. So this is the video, and as you can see, I'm talking, and it was a bit loud when it came on, but I've just muted it. As you can see, you have this, which is actually information, or that is information about the video we're talking about, and intermittently it puts B-roll. That image you saw was B-roll, emphasizing an area that I was talking about. You can see that it zooms in and zooms out, and it gives you subtitles, and it summarizes areas that it thinks are important within the structure of the video. So this is very similar to this is one of the templates that it'll give you when you actually create the video. As you can see, it's a lot better optimized for the flow of the video, and it has a more engaging feel. And you see another aspect of the B-roll that comes in, and these are just little things that it does to your video to make it look good. Now let's go to, I'm going to stop this and let's go to the area in which you can actually make your videos look different. In other words, in which you can change the color, and you can brand, you can put your face, and you can see it has my logo and all of that within the structure of this. Settings to deliver your branding, you see that you have, you can put your name and all your the name of your channel or whatever name you want to on there. You can add at least 3 content pillars. So these will be ideas that, or areas in which, or keywords that will be specific to, if you, to the niche you're in. If you're in one specific niche, I haven't put in anything because I create different kinds of videos. And you can describe your audience. This could be based around age, gender, and all that, all those other features that maybe might help you target your videos better. And then you can pick background music. I tend to leave mine random. You can add b-roll effects like you saw in the video I showed you, or you can remove them. If you can say no, so there'll be no b-roll. Background music, you can say no, and then select a theme for your videos. Use default. These are the themes that are available. Like I said, I think it's only available to the higher tiers. And then you can have email reminders, and these are video reel settings, and I will show you what that looks like when you go to the home. When you click on this page, this is the video reel that they're referring to. When you come to this page, you can see the videos you've created, and you can see a green tomato is good for you. This is the video I just created, and you can see a green tomato is good for you. And this page can be, this is the video reels that you have. You have all your reels here, different reels I've created, and you can have a custom domain which could align with a domain that you have. It could be a subdomain if you wanted to. And what happens is that this will be, like I said, this is all SEO optimized, so people can come and look for this videos, or they can, when you do a search, they can this with them to you. So as you can see what it looks like, if I play it, it's very similar to what I was talking about. A green tomato is good for you. You can see the subtitles, and you can see my name, and you can see my branding, and whatever summary that the AI thinks will be good will be shown up here as well. So that's what this looks like. Now, this software I think is particularly useful for this purpose, and it enables you edit with AI in a way that you probably would have had to do yourself. It saves you time, and it gets to the point. So I think it's a fantastic addition to my actual arsenal of tools, and I'll be using it going forward because I want to be able to create videos quickly and on the go. It's on a lifetime deal like I showed you before, and I'll leave a link down below for you to go and access the link to the actual software title on AppSumo. And this is the end of this review. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I would love you to use my link because it helps my channel grow. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.